keyword, multiple inheritance, overriding methods, and shadowing variables in Java. The reserved word super can be used in a class to refer to its parent class. Using the super reference, we can access a parent's members. As discussed in the code video, where we invoke the parent's constructor and also a parent's method. Like this reference, what the word super refers to depends on the class in which it was used. Common use of super is to invoke parent's constructor. Child constructor is responsible for calling its parent's constructor. Generally, the first line of the constructor should use the super reference to call a constructor of the parent class. If no such call exists, Java will automatically make a call to super with no parameters at the beginning of the constructor. This rule ensures that the parent class initializes its variables before the child class constructor begins to execute. Using the super reference to invoke a parent's constructor can be done only in the child's constructor, and if included, it must be in the first line of the constructor. Super reference can also be used to reference other variables and methods defined in the parent class. So the parent's variables and methods, you can do that using the dot operator, so super and then dot and the parent's method or variable you want to invoke. Multiple inheritance is Java's approach to Java's approach to inheritance is called single inheritance. This means that a derived class can only have one parent. Some object-oriented programming languages allow a child class to have multiple parents, multiple inheritance. Java does not support multiple inheritance. Java interfaces provide the best features of multiple inheritance. We will discuss in the next series of videos in polymorphism. Overriding methods. When a child class defines a method with the same name and signature as a method in the parent class, the child class overrides the parent's version. The need for overriding occurs in inheritance, as seen in the example code in the other video. The object that is used to invoke a method determines which version of the method is actually executed. A method can be defined with the final modifier. A child class cannot override a final method. This technique is used to ensure that a derived class uses a particular definition of method. Method overriding is a key element in object-oriented design. It allows two objects that are related by inheritance to use the same naming convention for methods that accomplish the same general task in different ways. Overriding becomes more important in polymorphism, which we will discuss in another video. Don't confuse method overriding with method overloading. Method overloading occurs when two or more methods with the same name have distinct signatures or parameter lists. With method overloading, you end up with multiple methods with the same name in the same class. With method overriding, you're replacing a method in the child class with a new definition than the parent class. The method defined in the child class must match the signature of the method you intend to override. If it doesn't, you end up with an inherited method plus an overloaded version of the method that is newly defined in the child, unless that is what you want. Shadowing variables is possible but not recommended for a child class to declare a variable with the same name as one that is inherited from the parent. If a variable of the same name is declared in the child class, it is called a shadow variable. Because an inheritance variable is already available in the child class, there is usually no good reason to redeclare it. Shadow variables can cause confusion in programs. Should be avoided in most cases.